another FE12 0% growth stream. Today I'll be testing some other strategies. I found out that the chapter 4 strategy works, which is pretty cool, and then I've also found out that the chapter 6 strategy probably works, and I did some calculations that make it seem like chapter 6 is pretty possible. And the next chapter that I'm looking at is chapter 13. And the problem here is that I have to visit the secret shop because I'm missing out on the shaver in chapter 4. So it's like all the way up here, and I don't think it's really very hard to reach, but it wasn't part of my original strategy, and I'm not sure if I can get there all that easily. But overall I'm optimistic that it's possible. I just have to test it. So I have to replicate my original setup. I don't have it saved anymore. I think Militia was unfielded. Then we have Jake still being used. Beth and Layden. Who else was there? Minerva. So I had Pala kill this Dark Mage and then tank those 2 dragons. And then 3 flyers killed those 2 enemies. And then Pala went up here to take on those wyverns. And then Minerva and Beth finished them off, I think. So it shouldn't be all that hard to simply have Pala just go all the way here or here. And then visit the secret shop, so I'll just do a test of this idea. I just give everyone the rainbow potion so I don't mess up or get critted or whatever. So I heard that my emulator is lagging, and well, I noticed it on my own as well, and there's some ideas as to how to fix that problem that I've discussed on someone with Discord. And I couldn't really try those solutions right now, but I'm pretty sure that turning off the sound of the game doesn't really make it faster. So another idea is that my version of Deathmew might be old. I have version number 097. So I'm gonna try to get a newer one, and I try if that gives me a better video quality. Right now right now on my screen it's not lagging too much. Don't know about the stream. I do this test run kind of in an anything goes fashion. I just test the most important things, and then like doesn't matter who dies as long as Mark lives, and I see what happens if I do certain things, like if I send Pella up here. I think, yeah, Bad needs weapons. Okay, knock Pella. Oh wow, she doesn't double. GTFO Pella. Let's give her cancer. So I've looked at my chapter 9 and 11 strategies as well, and it looks like both of them were 9 and 12. I think I said 9 and 11, but it's 9 and 12. I looked at those two strategies, and I'm pretty sure that Pella survives them pretty easily with one less Draco shield that Mark has to get for chapter 4. I think this chapter was also kind of tight in terms of Pella's survival, but I'm not too sure on that. I think she can survive this. She can't be physicked on turn 1, which is kind of a problem, and there aren't many units that don't have to fight, so even Etzel has to mend Sirius, and I can't really heal her on turn 1, and I might not be able to physic her on turn 2 either. So this is not a very comfortable chapter for Pella. Let's just skip this enemy phase. Wow, Sirio actually survived this. Okay, so Pella took, how much damage should she take from a Dark Mage? 26 minus 5. I think I can give her Pisces instead of Taurus, and then it's 20 damage. She has 20, she has 3 Draco Shields, so that's 25 defense. And then she takes 22 damage from 2 Ice Dragons, so that's 14 out of 56 HP. Okay, bad got a crit. Okay, now Pella goes here and heals with the Vulnerary, then she's fine again. Those Wyverns have 35 attack at most. They can also have 34 I think, but 35 is fine. They only do 20 damage to her, and then after the Vulnerary she's at 24, so she survives with 4 HP. Siri was going on a suicide tour. But he's so broken he can survive even that. Okay, so now Pella is at 4 HP. And then she can simply use a Vulnerary. There's only this Ice Dragon. At 4 HP she is fine with a Vulnerary, just tanking him. Instead she goes back to 14 and they only do 11 damage. And then she can visit the shop on turn 4. And yeah, the problem is that she isn't available for the boss kill, but Minerva actually is pretty good at killing the boss. She needs Leo and Taurus, but aside from that, she one-hit KOs him, so with a crit, so I'm fine. So yeah, this strategy works. I think that's clear enough. I'm pretty sure I didn't overlook anything. So let's go to chapter 21. That's a tricky beast, because when I'm missing Midia in that chapter, I have one less unit that doesn't get 1 KO'd by Wyverns. And I already pretty barely had the manpower to kill all the enemies necessary on turn 2, and then get to the map save on turn 3, and Midia did exactly that. So in the first attempt I had 2 sacrifices here, I sacked simply 2 Cavaliers to distract the Wyverns from the units making this wall formation for Fina and Marth, I think. No, I think simply for Fina. And if I have to replace Midia, then I do it with like any random Swordmaster, because because a general who could survive a wyvern doesn't have enough HP, doesn't have enough movement to participate in the spot that Midia was originally. So ultimately, the unit that replaces Midia will die in this strategy, and that means that I don't have anyone in her place to finish off a unit on turn 2, and I don't have anyone to finish off the map save, to use the map save on turn 3 with. So that's not easy. Let's redo the exact setup. Dolph, I think, doesn't have to be Dolph. I think I can just sack Minerva and then it's a bit easier. So Bella, Militia, she was fielded, and then Etzel, he took part in the formation as well. And then Patria and Barag as sacrifices. Not Elf, but George. And here we go. Yeah, so this pile is where Katarina has to be. No, actually, that's one of the tiles where she can be, I think. No, I think she has to be here, actually. Or was it here? I gotta look at it again. We have Minerva, who gets sacked to kill this Berserker. Katarina is definitely one tile in front of Fina. Yeah, Fina definitely does have to be on that tile. Because she dances Pella, who is here, and Gradivis is this sorcerer. Etzel is pretty clutch too. He survives Wyvern and then he can Excalibur it back, so basically it's like he isn't one round KO'd by them, and that's enough to protect Fina, so it's actually a really good unit. And then on turn 2 he Excalibur'd a Wyvern down. But I don't remember the exact formation anymore. Where's Pella actually? I have a paladin here. I think this is where Pella was, and then Zane was there. Let's just use Levin as our token Swordmaster. I'm not gonna use him in the final run, but he does the job. This will give him a Levin Sword. And start. I probably crit there, but I'll just not do it right now, for the sake of demonstrating. So Xane is pretty much hardlocked to this tile, because he has to reach the boss in 2 turns. Then Etsu goes here. Okay, I think I already messed something up. And Katarina has to be here. So the Midia was here in the original. I think Etsu was just down here. Because Fina is still being attacked from there, from this angle. Well, Etsu was there, but who is there? I actually forgot about how I did this exactly. I think you can simply put a Swordmaster here, and then put those 2 calves within range, and this Swordmaster is still like a target that the Wyverns love even more, because they don't have to hit twice, and they have perfect hit rate against those calves, and against the Swordmaster it's not perfect anymore, because you can't forge those dragon breaths. Okay, this totally doesn't work anyway. Yep. This is a totally failed attempt. Nope, not watching those death quotes. Gonna briefly look at my video to see what exactly I did there, because I don't exactly remember it. Okay, so I'm back. So ultimately what I did was take advantage of the enemy's attacking order, and it basically says that those two wyverns attack first, and then this one attacks. So I just put two calves down there, and those wyverns would kill them first, and then this guy would not be able to attack Fina through this lower avenue. He's too far away. So the only threat is Etzel blocks this tile, and Midia blocks this tile. So the only threat would be him going through this tile, which Midia blocks, and attack Fina. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do here as well. And Minerva. I don't care. I think that's no, it's actually not. This close enough. Yep, this, I think. I got damage, I don't remember. If it's not close enough. So I'm gonna check this again, but now the starting positions. Okay, so now I got it. That's what I did. Katarina actually can be one tile lower, and then she's here, and still seems to be enough. So yeah, now I have to rig a crit with Minerva. So this chapter is the only one where I think that Midia might really be essential. So there's one idea that I do have to still survive an attack from the wyvern, and that's taking an angelic robe away from Pella and giving it to Daros. Then he can survive a round with the rainbow potion. But at that point it gets really tight in the mid game, and I don't really like the idea. So I'm gonna try to do this and see what happens. What I could also do is use Levin as a blockade up there, much like Midia in the original. And then I use Etzel not with the Excalibur, but with the Shaver Forge. And then I have like a 33% chance or 35% to crit a wyvern on enemy phase. So at that point it does get pretty unreliable, because I have this Minerva crit idea, but it might be the only option. Let's put Katarina here. Okay, I'm not sure if this position is viable, because then she's within range of both dragons instead of only one. And that of course changes my strategy, because then I have one more dragon to deal with, and normally Pella kills that dragon after being danced, and she has to be there anyway. So if I put Katarina further ahead, then I don't get to kill that dragon immediately. I don't get to kill that dragon with her, she just does nothing. And actually wait. Okay, so my main goal was not being within that berserker's range, like that guy who has a hammer or halberd, whichever. I think it's a halberd. No, it's even a hammer, because you would bring a general to this map. So not being within this guy's range was basically my goal, because that is pretty ruinous to my strategy. I would have one more enemy to deal with, and I just don't have the power to kill them. So yeah, now I'm putting Levin there. Could also put George here with the killer bow. No, actually, no, I couldn't, because that's not within range of the third wyvern. My bad. I'm putting Mark there. And Ymir there in case he has to do something. I think Ymir could actually contribute here, maybe with the Silver Soy. Rip. Okay. Thank you. I really wanted this crit, you know. Okay, but it doesn't matter too much to this test run. It still works as usual for the rest. Luck be with you, yeah, I guess you didn't have much luck throughout. You had like 3 luck in face and I think a shitty growth as well. And now Lane gets attacked. He might actually dodge. I think he faces like 75 hit, or was it 85? I think it's more like 85. Good. But yeah, so this part of the strategy already works as I wanted to. So George kills this wyvern, Etzer kills this one. And let's check how much damage Ymir does with the killer bow. So that's 12 more damage with the Silver Soy, so he actually kills after this Levin Sword chip. So this guy can be killed by Ymir. I'm not sure if I even used him for anything in the old Midia. And now we have this Swordmaster. Katarina does like, I think she has 34 attack with Nosferatu. However much damage she does do, I think it's like 27 or 28 damage. Let's just say 27. So someone has to kill the Swordmaster, and I think I just do that with Katarina. She can easily do that with the forehead. Or just Nosferatu. And then this guy will be down to like 21 HP. So that's like 35 remaining. 35 attack to finish him off, I mean. So Mark with the tier thing has like 40 attack, so that's enough. So good, I think this strategy works as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this works. But there's one element that I still have to check. And that's this map save, which I think doesn't work. Because I have to use the map save to rig the boss kill, it has like an 11% chance with the nerf Pella. So Ymir can't reach it, he's way short. But if I put him like here alongside Trina, wait, give me a second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, Wow, he's one tile short. Thank you a lot, Emir. You're the most competent unit. That's not easy. I'm thinking if I could use Midia to use the net save. Looks very unlikely. But potentially she could go here. I'm not sure if she's shielded from all the threats there, but maybe if she's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, she's a sage, that's worthless. Of course, she's like at the same distance as Evia, but way short. Who else could I kill? Or could I kill off here maybe? Maybe killing off a different unit here. Maybe a random mage with a shaver forge that can survive a hit, like, I don't know, I can't think of one right now, but maybe also a horseman with a steel bow, and they have to survive one hit and then strike back against the wyvern. They also have to be targeted first, like before Katria. And then Emir can instead finish off this wyvern with the silver soy, and then I can send up horseman George or so to finish off this wyvern. And as a horseman, he's mobile enough to reach this map safe. But also kill this wyvern, doesn't matter too much. So yeah, it depends on the AI right now. I have to simply put Katria with no weapon and a random horseman with a weapon within range. Like ideally one with really low luck. So who do I have? And not just kill off doll. Yeah, I don't have many weapons remaining, so he has to carry the silver soy for this test. I could actually make use of the defense one there, so he has less luck, because I know that luck plays some kind of a role in who the enemies target, even if both units are guaranteed to be killed. So I could use Dolph's lower luck than Katria to get him targeted maybe. Have the exact same avoid, and I think both of them face 100 hit. So who's targeted? Katria. Okay, so this doesn't work. But okay, what I also know now is that that Emir doesn't need much of a chip to finish off a wyvern with the silver soy. So So I could place 3 units there that can counterattack. Okay, I kind of doubt it right now. Okay, let's replace Patria with a Swordmaster that's... with a Swordmaster that's 1-hit KO, like Messevan. The Swordmasters have enough avoid to pull a dodge rate against those wyverns. Defense. That's really puny for a unit joining in chapter 60. Okay, so gods can counterattack the wyverns, which the enemies don't really like. They don't like to be counterattacked, but I don't know if the enemies choose any of that before they've already chosen what units they attack. So, for example, okay, now Messelan gets attacked. Interesting. So I guess that also plays a role in who they target, between guaranteed kills, or it could just be random. I could just be reading like 1,000 times too much into this. Okay, Dolph isn't 1-hit KO'd, of course, that's why he didn't get targeted. Let's just do the old formation right now. Oh, or some variation of it. I've got Dolph there. Okay, so I put... Okay, so the wyverns can go all the way here, so if I put Messelan there and get him attacked first, and then I put Dolph there, and he can still be attacked from this tile. The other wyvern is blocking this tile, but he's still attacked from here, so he's not, he doesn't counterattack. So maybe I have a second Levin Sword Swordmaster. Might try this out. Okay, so Levin gets the 7th sword from Mark. And then Dolph gets the 11th sword. I think that's it. Okay, I think that's not strong enough. No, should have even had a forehead. Okay, so I think this should work in theory, except there's that berserker who survived, so he's gonna wreck a bit of this test by just. Okay, I think I can just make him kill Emir or so. Okay, time for a nice beautiful slaughter fest. Oh, god damn it. Okay, now this is good enough. So the laden goes there. So it doesn't matter what unit I use in Messeland's place here. It could just be anyone, like Katria as in the original. And yeah, now Dolph should Levin Sword a wyvern back, so Emir can Silver Sword him. Let's go. Yep, this works as expected. Okay, now this wyvern attacks Dolph and kills him. And this guy kills Leyden in this case, but in the final run I won't use Leyden for that. He's simply too good because he has to replicate everything Midia does in chapter 22 and chapter 23, and also the end game. So I'll be using someone else who's like more disposable. Yeah, now that this wyvern is weakened, Emir can kill him off with the Silver Soy, sadly only at a shitty hit rate of 67. Not even 69. That still does this. Yeah, now normally there would be this guy who would be weakened. And then Mark kills him, but from this side. And George, I'll just give him a silver bow right now to check how much damage he does. I think it should be enough. If not, then I can still give him and the sacrificial Swordmaster. I can give both of those rainbow potion, and then I think I should meet the benchmark. 34, so this guy rolled down on HP. He rolled down, so I need 7 more damage. With 2 rainbow potions, I have 4 more damage. So I think I would have to sacrifice someone with a sword, or use a better weapon with George. Or sacrifice someone with existing magic. But in any case, I'm pretty close to this. I could also like forge one more might on the silver side, but I don't like that. So we have to use someone instead of George here. Or I can just give George the arm sword and then he can one-hit KO the wyvern or the horse. And then he has enough movement to get the map save. From here or there. Okay, so I think if nothing else works, then this does. But I also have to give Beth an arm scroll and Lane to use the Mercurius in chapter 22. So this is not exactly good. Oh, I got an idea. I can simply replace George with Sirius and Master Sword with the dragon. I think that's the solution. And it's not even a bad solution. I think I'm simply gonna stick with that for the time being and go on to a different chapter because this is really a lot of min-maxing. I'm not sure how interesting it is. So let's go to chapter 11 because now I'm pretty sure that chapter 21 is doable without Midia. So I'm gonna go to chapter 11 because now that actually opens the door to sacrificing Midia in chapter 20 and not using a rescue there. So I have the rescue. So I simply have the rescue from chapter 4 and the rescue from chapter 21. From chapter 20. So with those two, I can 4-turn chapter 11. So it's now time to look at what stat boosters I can even get into in 4 turns. So I probably also have to remember that the shaver isn't a thing, so it could really be pretty useful because the mages are the only high move units in this map, and the Excalibur probably has to be on Etzel, who is marching towards the gate. He's also doing it at a pretty fast pace. So the idea behind this 4-turn is that I take a sage, dance them I think on turn 1, could also do it on turn 2 probably, but I just do it on turn 1. And then I put them like here, could be Wendell or Etzel. Then I put them here on turn 2. And then on turn 3, I move them here and then rescue another sage. And then on turn 4, that sage goes here. And after being given the rescue step, and then he dances, then he rescues Fina and gets danced. And then he goes here and rescues Mark to the gate. So it's like a similar idea to the 2 rescue 4-turn, which is very possible in growth playthroughs, but in 0% growth, I don't think that strategy can be done because it's simply too complicated. You don't have enough wyvern riders to do it, and you need too many stat boosters from the bottom left corner where your unit simply can't get, and you really need all of those stat boosters. You need the Master Sword and both energy drops, the Draco Shield, which are in a lot of different directions, and in that 4-turn, with 2 rescue uses, two Draco Knights are simply only used to manipulate rescue tiles. So that's a pretty big problem, and I think you can't really get all the side objectives with two rescues. But I think this strategy might be worth it. Okay, so first I have to check how far I can move my unit safely, because especially my sages, of course. There's this wyvern and this wyvern, and they overlap pretty nicely. So if I advance the sage from here, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not within range of that wyvern. So Pella can bait this dragon to the left on turn 1 from this starting position. So she baits 3 dragons on turn 1, and she might have to kill some of them with the nerf Pella immediately. Well, probably only one of them, because I can't really rig more crits. Crit rate is simply too poor. And then Etsu should only be within range of this one. Or I do it a bit differently, but I think this is the basic idea. I dance Etsu on turn 1, or rather Wendell. I dance Wendell on turn 2. Or Etsu, I don't really know. So let's just give him the Excalibur and the rescue staff. So I'm not sure who exactly to field. Etsu is probably necessary in Wendell. Well, it could be any sage probably in Wendell's case, but I need 2 sages, so I just use Wendell. Aaron is probably not needed. Sirius. Remember, I have to repeat it. Sirius probably not, I just leave him out right now, and not sure who else. Not sure who else even instead of Sirius, so I just leave him regardless. I could use Draco Knight Elysian. He's actually pretty nice. Glad to use him in this chapter, because he has 50 speed and he doesn't get doubled by the wyverns with the rainbow potion. Of course I can't use Forest, but he's really serious. Actually, yeah, I can use Forest. It's not worth that much though. I just save you the time and promote Elysian if I have masters here. Yeah, I do have one. So yeah, I throw horrors off the deployment stuff, and wow, now I defeated Aaron. Brain fart. Okay, if I promote Arian, then I have a Swordmaster that I can sacrifice in chapter 21. He has like 6 magic, and that's way more than enough for George to kill the Wyvern. That's RP serious. Okay, so another objective on this map is to reach the boss, of course. That's not all that easy in 4 turns. So I just count tiles, that's turn 1 where Pella can be at most. That's turn 2. That's turn 3, and yeah, now that's pretty easy. Okay, so this works. I even have like 1 health to spare because, well, actually even more than 1. And I can get this secret book, which is like here. And yeah, there's a lot of room to play with actually. So 4, 5, 6. So the Master Swordmaster is like 6 tiles closer to the start, so it's not all that hard to reach him either. Let's just put Pella. Let's just keep Pella there. I think I simply use Sirius to kill the Master Swordmaster. I'm hoping to recruit Jake as well because his items are worth some pretty nice money. And I can get the Speed Wing and probably also the Lady Sword with like Minerva. But sadly not the other boosters. The goddess icon would be pretty nice. But yeah, and mainly to give it to Katarina later on, because the reliability in chapter 20x really sucks, so losing a goddess icon makes it a little bit worse. But I guess it's kind of not a game breaker. And then I also lose out on the Elysian Whip, which is also just 1,250 gold. So that's not really a big deal either, although it's obviously gonna make things tighter. Then so I have Pella and Sirius going to the boss area, and then Minerva collecting the things clockwise, the Speed Wing and the Lady Sword. And then we have those wyverns up there to the northeast. And George can of course simply kill the first one. Okay, so I could probably have to figure out which one of those attacks first. So I could maybe send up Elysian and Midia at the same time and bait one of them and have one of them move like really far ahead, so they can move like here and collect the Draco Shield, and then probably Midia, and then she can recruit Jake. And then I would also like to get the Arm Scroll. I think this one is the Arm Scroll and this one is Draco Shield. So that's gonna be interesting. I think I can get those stat boosters. Here's somewhere here. In this area is a Spirit Dust, and in this area there is an Angelic Robe. And yeah, here's the skill book. So I'm gonna get all of those pretty much just along the way. So I'll actually try something like this. Elysian going here. Okay, so I actually want to be a little bit more moderate in hitting those dragons to the left, or rather invading them, because I don't really have a lot of manpower to kill them after baiting them on turn 2, because my flyers all want to beeline for some treasure, and they don't really have any time to take care of stragglers. So I'm going to go here with Pala. Okay, so I think I probably can't recruit Jake, but I'm not gonna jump to conclusions on that yet. It might be possible. These items are fortunately only worth 1,200 gold, but that's actually quite a lot in terms of this run. So Elysian goes up here. I think actually with the Cancer Shard, Elysian can survive 2 attacks on those from those wyverns. So he's actually safe. He's actually safe just rushing towards the treasure. And he also has low luck, so it's probably possible to have him distract dragons from Sheila while she flies to Jake, and then I think this could actually make recruiting Jake very possible. Yeah, Dwarf killed this guy, I just skip the enemy phase. Oh. Okay, so this went pretty much as expected. I'm trying to look at this guy. And George get within his range now? No, not yet. But what I can do is, I can have Wendell physics someone if I give him, like, if I improve his staff rank early on, and then I can have him physic Etzel or someone, and then I can dance him with the Scorpio and the Rainbow Potion. So he doesn't get doubled by this guy, and pull him to the right, and then on turn 3, George comes in and finishes the Wyvern off. So that's like my idea right now. Okay, so we have this dragon. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's not within range, so Etzel is safe. So I could also probably put Etzel here and finish off the Wyvern. And then he goes here, and then he goes... Wait. Let's just look at this. Sirius can go here and finish off the Wyvern. No, wait, I think he can't because there's this guy. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so Sirius, this is where Sirius can be. This is where it can be on turn 3. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, god damn it. So he falls 2 tiles short of killing the Master Swordmaster. So I need to use someone except Sirius for that. So Sheila wants to recruit Jake. How about using Etzel? Finish off the Wyvern. I think it doesn't help. So I already want the Scorpio on Wendell to pull this dragon right here. And then I also want to kill this guy and have a Draconite here who is not doubled by Wyverns. So what Recognize do I have? With 17 speed, I have Wender. So, but he's supposed to be a Sage. I think I could actually make someone, I think I could actually make Sirius a sniper, and have him do what Wender is supposed to be doing here, like, Sirius actually baits this Wyvern as a sniper, and then I use Wender as a Draco Knight, and Militia is the rescuer. Like I said, I need 2 Sages for the boss area and 1 to rescue the final rescuer ahead on turn 3. So Etzel on turn 3 he rescues. On turn 3 Etzel rescues Militia, and then okay, so that's an idea. Basically I just need to free up the Scorpio, I think. If Sirius can get his hands on the Scorpio, then he's not doubled, and then he's not under attack by that Wyvern and not getting killed. So he just needs Scorpio and Libra to have high enough luck. And then he can finish off this guy and move on towards the Master Swordmaster. And then Pella moves ahead, of course, and baits this dragon on turn 2. And then Sirius also has to finish him off and do it like from here or here. Okay, so basically Pella goes here, so Sirius is always on a tile where he can reach the Swordmaster. Also getting the Seraph Robe. So using Sniper Wender for this dragon seems to solve the problem. I get the Scorpio for Sirius and then he survives. So let's go back to the start and test it from there. So Rainbow Potion Minerva isn't 2 KO by the dragons. So that's also pretty nice. Because she also goes into kind of a bold move towards the boss area. And I just swap Wendy's and George's roles because I don't know when those bandits start moving, and they could kill Wendy if I have them wait like 1 turn more. So Arian, I think he needs cancer. Oh, Sirius gets Scorpio and Libra, and Dragonpike and Killer Lance, and I think he also needs the Strength Shards. He needs at least the Leo, and then I think I can forge the bait it, and that is strong enough to kill the Master, so it's all Master. Yep, easily. But then I also have to kill this guy with a crit, so it's not gonna be any fun. So I think this is like far enough to get the secret book. So Pella would have to go here, attack this guy with a javelin. And then finish him off on enemy phase and not get critted by either of those guys. And then somehow she has to kill the boss without debated. Because I'm not really seeing a way to like convoy drop it and then give it to her, the trade chain. There's just no room for any kind of trade chain, so I have to rig this debated crit. And then Pella, well, let's look at some ideas. Pella with the nerf Pella has 12 crit and like 69 hits. So then I give her like 3 secret books because I do that later on in the run anyway. I just buy them from the base shop. And then she's at like 15 crit and 75 hit. So combined with Sirius's crit, that's like that's not a lot of fun still, but you can also get the Sagittarius and the Aries, which improves skill. So then it's 18 crit. And then it's like 28 divided by like roughly 5. It's a bit below, like it's around 5% crit chance to get both crits. So I have to find a way to get the map saves. They're necessary anyway. So I use Pella with a nerf Pella crit possibly. Could also go for silver crit, that isn't strong enough. You need 16 damage only, so yeah, 16 times 3, that's 48, so she easily kills with the crit. So yeah, I can just improve her stats with those shards. Then it's like 17 crit in the end. Yeah, Sirius gets the debated. He doesn't even need the Leo, I think. But well, it's there just in case, or the Taurus, doesn't matter. Just in case he doesn't one-run KO because of like an HP and defense rolling up. I don't know their stats exactly. So let's go to Arian. He gets Cancer. And then he also gets Taurus. And he has 4 luck, so that's pretty nice. Shida has 13 luck. That of course means because of FE12's genius AI, Arian always gets targeted over her, even though he has like 23 defense. Not 21. 23 would be too much because he wouldn't be killed on a crit anymore. So let's go. So yeah, George is kind of behind here. But he can easily just take Militia's spot, it doesn't matter where she is. Pella goes here. We should probably get a vulnerary. Same for Etzel. Okay, so because of this this nice trick here with Etzel's luck, I think it might be possible to get all of those items and Drake. That would be like the best case scenario. You can put Shida here. Because Jake is a target they like even more, Wendell is a target they like even more because of his low luck. I think his luck is still low enough, but his defense is also low. Yeah, for luck that's getting targeted, peanuts. And Minerva goes from here. Okay, and skip. So Pella, it looks like Pella quit her dragon. So Siriu goes here. Finishes off the dragon with the dragon pike. And Etzel full wounds. And Pella goes here. Let's check where they can go safely. Actually, it looks pretty safe up there. So there's a third wyvern, so this guy is gonna be a problem. Yeah, now Minerva gets attacked, but that guy should simply have gone for George. I just misplaced him. So, oh. So, this guy, I'm within range of him. That's bad, but... yeah, the fact that he went for Shida shows that really one tile of difference and a tile further ahead, and then Shida is safe from him for one turn. Cool. Okay, so now I also know the enemy order. So first the guy below Jake attacks. Then the second guy from the right, and then the rightmost guy. So I can use that to like manipulate the AI. I can put Elrian within range of both, I think. I'm like pretty sure that he's still targeted. He's like still 3-hit KO'd. And now, yeah, I can then put George within range of this dragon on turn 3, and then he absorbs this dragon's hit potentially. Oh wait, this isn't George, my bad. But I could do that. I could try to do this with Wendell. He has a low luck, much like Arian. He has actually the same luck stat of 4. And then he could absorb this one dragon, and then Arian goes like here, or Shida goes there. It's just a detail basically. I just have to be safe of those guys and those. So Shida can get this Draco Shield and then recruit Jake. And Arian can basically go here. Yeah, with the Vulnerary, Arian is 3-hit KO'd again by the Wyverns. So he gets attacked by the Wyvern below Jake, and then the second Wyvern attacks Wendell, who I'm pretty sure I can put in range of him. And then the third guy also attacks Arian, because he doesn't have any targets to kill. So this is a pretty nice result, I think. This part is, it kind of hurts. It has pretty shitty reliability. Okay, now that Etzel rescues Militia ahead. Okay, what am I going to do here? I want the map save, of course. The map really sucks badly without the boss kill sucks badly without the map save. So one option is, of course, to have Etzel move here to rescue Militia just normally, and then have Pella use the map save on turn 3, and then she can javelin kill the boss, and then Sirius can debated kill the Swordmaster, both at the start of turn 4. So that's an idea, but I don't exactly prefer it to like trying something different. Because I want Pella to get this secret book. On the other hand, this would make Pella's survival a lot more reliable, because there are 2 killer weapons. And she also has to hit twice against the Hunter, and also, I think, hit twice against this guy. So I have to use the map save. But maybe I can also do it on turn 4. So Etzel falls 1 tile short. Do I have any units here who could do it? Militia, Marvel, they're all busy. What I could of course do is maybe not kill George at all, and instead heal Minerva fully here, and then she can survive 2 wyverns again. So instead of having like a deployment slot filled with George, I can actually rescue. I can actually field a 3rd Sage, and then I rescue that Sage up instead of Militia, and Militia stays down here and gets danced to physic as many units as possible so they survive. And then on turn 4 I can use Militia to use the snap save. That's what I think I do, because I want that secret book. And okay, so I think this strategy will work. It's really just Pala's damage that Pala's survival that I'm somewhat worried about, but not really. It's here taking 11 damage, and then here this guy does like 28 damage. So that's 39 damage, and that should 1 KO him back, of course. In fact, I can put Pala here, and then just counter kill this guy back with the silver lance, so that's a little bit more reliable, because I want to get the killer axe, and this guy doesn't drop anything. And then I kill the boss with the Nerf Pala. She's still close enough. Okay, so I think this is a pretty satisfying clear. I got all stat boosters that I would have expected, that are theoretically possible to get. There's like this Elysian Whip that's 100% impossible, and this goddess icon where you simply don't have enough flyers. And I got every single other booster with this variation, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I also got Jake to sell his items. So this is pretty cool, and there's only a little bit of jank in terms of the boss kill, so nothing like critting a unit at 15 crit on turn 2 or so. That could have also been possible. So this is a pretty nice clear, and I think I call it a day for now. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.